Nadine Thornhill, sexuality educator. Today I want to talk about virginity and why I personally don't love that word. Broadly speaking, when people use the term virginity, they're usually talking about never having had sex before. And if that is the word that you want to use when referring to never having had sex before, then that is totally your choice. I am not here to tell anyone what to do. But for me, it doesn't really get the job done. One of my problems with the word virginity is that if you look up the dictionary definition, it usually says something like never having had intercourse. And so I don't love that virginity rests on this definition of sex that is extremely narrow. As I talked about in a recent video, there can be all sorts of ways to have sex and to define sex. What if you have the kind of sex that doesn't involve putting a penis inside a vagina? Have they lost their virginity? Have they not? Who knows? Another term that I'm not personally a fan of is losing your virginity. Now, some folks are very enthusiastic about losing their virginity, like, oh, I cannot wait to lose my virginity. When people truly are ready for sex and they're excited about that, I think that's fantastic. I just don't love the idea of talking about abstinence as though it's this horrible thing that you have to carry around with you, like it's a tumor or a cursed monkey's paw, like, I can't wait to get rid of this thing. And then sometimes we talk about losing virginity in a negative way. You don't want to lose your virginity too soon. You don't want to lose your virginity to the wrong person. You don't want to lose your virginity in less than ideal circumstances. You need to hang on to your virginity. And it's very much rooted in this idea that, again, virginity is like a thing, and that if you lose it in the wrong way, to the wrong person, at the wrong time, that you have lost or given away a part of yourself, and that you as a human being are diminished in value. I am super not here for any of that. While sex can be an incredibly significant life event, and I encourage people, again, to wait to have sex for the first time until they feel ready, I also do not believe on any level that having sex diminishes anybody involved. Now, those are my personal feelings about the term virginity, and that's why you will not hear me using it very often. Sexual debut is a term that, for all intents and purposes, is the same as virginity, but it's a little bit more encompassing and inclusive. So sexual debut just means the first time that you have any partnered sexual activity. It's a term that's used frequently in academic research, and I first heard it a few years ago from a colleague of mine, Dr. Emma Meyers. Hey, Emma. It's the term I like to use not only because it can be applied to a broad range of sexual experiences, but also because it doesn't quantify sex or treat sex as a thing. It treats sex as an event. We are talking about a person who has had a new experience, and then we can talk about all of the feelings that come from that experience. Having sex for the first time isn't who you are, it is something that you do with another person. So I feel it's a little bit more accurate and a little bit more sex positive. What about you? Do you like the term virginity? Do you prefer sexual debut? Do you have another term that you want to share with me? And just generally speaking, what are some words around sex or sexuality that, you're not so much here for, or that you really, really love and which wish people would use more? If you like this video, then you know all the things to do. Share, thumbs up, subscribe, all of that. That's it. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye.